The beginning of a new relationship is exhilarating. You are learning a new person, discovering shared interests, and feeling that rush of early connection. But it also drops you right into a landscape of total uncertainty. You are investing your emotions into someone you barely know. When that baseline reliability is missing, the initial honeymoon phase quickly starts to feel fragile. Small gaps in knowledge become filled with uncertainty, and minor misunderstandings can start to feel like fundamental misalignments that threaten the connection. A common trap early on is the binary trust fallacy. Many people assume that as long as neither partner has told a massive lie or cheated, trust automatically exists by default. Others swing to the opposite extreme. They try to force a sense of security prematurely, by demanding constant reassurance or asking for access to their partner's digital life and text messages. Authentic trust relies on the quiet, everyday mechanics of predictability. It requires both people to actively construct an environment where their behavior is consistent and transparent. This diagram illustrates the first pillar, transparency. Trust requires an absolute alignment between what you say and the reality of your actions. That honesty must extend to the smallest, mundane details. Being truthful about your availability and past establishes your baseline credibility. It also means explicitly communicating your expectations. Assuming a partner can read your mind leads directly to confusion. Stating your needs clearly removes that guesswork. You pace this transparency through gradual vulnerability. Sharing your personal stories and challenges over time builds a robust connection. Oversharing everything on the very first date often overwhelms the dynamic. When your words consistently match reality, relationship confusion evaporates. You create the emotional safety required for a partner to actually drop their guard. Transparent words are entirely meaningless without the follow-through of consistent actions. That brings us to pillar 2, reliability. Promises operate on a strict mathematical relationship. If you say you will call, and you call, the bond strengthens. Every broken promise, no matter how small, degrades that structural integrity. We often think of predictability as a boring trait. In a new romance, predictability is highly desirable because it neutralizes anxiety. This chart compares two types of relationship dynamics. The erratic, volatile line represents chaotic effort, being highly affectionate one day and distant the next. The smooth, steady line represents consistent reliability. You maintain that steady line through your baseline effort, regular affection, and daily communication. The human brain judges long-term trustworthiness based on this everyday, mundane consistency, rather than sporadic, cinematic grand gestures. The final piece of the architecture is pillar 3, mutual respect. This shifts the focus entirely to how you treat your partner's individuality and autonomy. The primary behavioral demonstration of respect is active listening. That means giving your full attention, asking thoughtful questions, and eliminating interruptions when they speak. This diagram represents how healthy partners interact. Honoring physical, emotional, and digital boundaries without applying pressure proves you value autonomy. Early conflicts are inevitable. Handling disagreements by focusing on the problem without resorting to insults proves the relationship can withstand stress. Conversely, jealousy-driven behaviors are deeply destructive. Constant questioning and monitoring damage the foundation before it is fully established. When you handle differences gracefully and protect boundaries, your partner receives physiological proof that the relationship is a safe space. Even with the best intentions, people weaken their early progress by making common mistakes. Rushing emotional intimacy or comparing a new partner to past relationships creates unnecessary friction. Because trust relies on the accumulation of repeated evidence, it develops on an organic timeline that resists being hurried. You do not achieve certainty through dramatic declarations of love. You build it through the slow accumulation of repeated positive experiences. The reward for this early work is the after state. Couples who establish this foundation experience frictionless communication, deeper intimacy, and resilient conflict resolution. Every polite gesture, every honest conversation, and kept promise in those early days serves a distinct purpose. They form the physical foundation of a bond engineered to stand the test of time.